Good Friday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and this is your outlook for June 26, 2015. For your Friday, we're talking about a system here moving across the Delmarva. It's going to move off to the east here and be out of our area. The rain that fell overnight will come to an end. We're expecting just mostly cloudy skies to be left in the wake here of this system here, and not expecting too much in the way of the sun today. If we do see the sun, it'll be very minimal, we think, in most areas. There is an opportunity for a very small opportunity for a pop-up shower here as you go to the next frame here. Looking around, just around the noon hours here, you can see some grays showing up here. Any of these grays that are just indicating the possibility for that isolated shower. The only problem I have with this, actually, let's go over the NAM and I'll show you what I'm talking about here too. The problem we have with this, these little pop-up showers that are just showing here. This is actually looking at Friday evening or late afternoon. I'm sorry, about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The problem I have with this is there's a dry layer aloft that will make it very difficult for a lot of these showers to reach on the ground here. So you might see something on radar, might not necessarily be reaching the ground. If it does, it might be just really light and brief. We're not expecting anything to to ruin your day here on Friday. I think Friday for the most part is dry, just mostly cloudy across the area for eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware here. Going a little bit further though, go back to the globals here. So I want to show you the big picture here first. This system here doesn't look too bad right now, but it's going to move toward our area up through western Pennsylvania and continue up in New England. And this is going to pack a punch. This is going to have a considerable amount of rainfall with it. Here's a low pressure right here. It's going to take a trek kind of like this up in New England here, right across our area, and bring some very heavy rainfall. Now, this is going to be times of heavy rain. It's not going to be raining heavy all the whole time, but it's a long duration event. Something we haven't had for a while, quite some time actually, where you just had just a rainy, raw day, and that's what we're expecting. Unfortunately, bad timing for the weekend. I'm going to move this a little bit forward here and show you what we're talking about here. Let's see this system now near Indianapolis or southwest of Indianapolis here, gaining steam here. And by the time we get to the overnight hours Friday night, it moves over to the Indiana-Ohio border. So, it's going to really start gaining steam here once we get into early Saturday morning, and then past north of Pittsburgh up near Cleveland, Ohio. Eventually, it's going to try to redevelop here. Now, this is what we call a Miller B system, where it tries to transfer energy to another low pressure system, and then that takes over as the primary once that transfer is complete. So it's going to attempt to do that too. If it does, that would be a blessing, so it would cut down on some of these rainfall totals. But some of these models are putting down some pretty heavy rainfall amounts here. Some models are actually indicating as much as 3 or 4 inches of rain. I don't think we're going to go that high with our estimations. We're going to have a call with this today once we look at some new data. We have to factor in both the less enthused models in with the more enthused models and kind of come to a consensus here. So we're talking about those 3 to 4 inch rain amounts for some really robust models that were going crazy with these amounts. Then we go through to Saturday evening. You see the point here. This is all day Saturday. It starts early Saturday morning, like wee hours in the morning, pre-dawn hours, and then just goes all the way, all day Saturday. Not a break either. We're not looking at any breaks whatsoever until you get to Sunday. I'm going to go over the NAM again because I want to show you what the NAM does with this. This is the high-res feature simulated radar again, and we're going to start off here. This is actually showing Friday. Now, here's this wall of rain that comes in here in the wee hours of the morning. This is looking at 5 a.m. on Saturday. So you can see this wall of rain coming in very heavy here in central PA at this point. And going a little bit further here, here's 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and here's 8 o'clock. You see there's obviously no break, no lull, no nothing. So it's just a steady rain and sometimes heavy throughout the day here. You see heavy rain here down in the evening here by 8 o'clock on Saturday. So again, this is an all-day event. We're not expecting much of any breaks until you get into early Sunday morning. It's going to start to taper off, we think. Going back to globals again, here's that system pulling away. This is actually looking at the very wee hours in the morning on Sunday. Here's your low pressure sitting in the vicinity of New York City. Now again, this went up here and it actually transferred to another system down here. So this is again called a Miller B system. If it transfers at a different time, it might cut down on some of these rainfall totals. We might also be dealing with some orographic lifting, which is the air pushing up against the mountains and then raining very heavily on the eastern slopes or the leeward side of the mountains. So we'll examine those things today too. This system we do think is going to move up to the northeast here in New England, so we're expecting clouds to break in the afternoon. Might even see the sunshine here on Sunday afternoon, so it might not be a total waste. We can dry out a little bit, and then we're going to stay dry all day on Monday. Nice day on Monday. And then Tuesday we have another system that's going to approach and bring scattered PM thunderstorms along a cold front with this associated with this low pressure, which is sitting up here to our north over southeastern Canada. This does have a cold front with it, and these are showers and thunderstorms indicated for the last couple days now. It's been showing this on Tuesday afternoon, so we might have another episode of showers and thunderstorms, but it will warm up again. One thing about Saturday is going to be very chilly, stuck in the 60s in many locations with that east wind. Might be some gusty winds with it, with that low pressure in close proximity as well. And then we start to moderate back into the 70s to near 80 here on Sunday, and then we get back into the 80s. I think we get into the next week, and it starts to warm up again. This is going to go through, and then Wednesday we're looking at a nice day as well before the next system approaches again. This is going to be for late week. Might have another cold front with it, another episode of showers and thunderstorms by the time we get into the Thursday, Friday time frame of next week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for June 26th, 2015. Have a great Friday.